I feel like on Google, I just look up like whatever comes to my mind. Like if I'm like curious about something, I'll search it up and like see if there's an answer for it.
ChatGPT. That's what I search for. Sometimes I go online shopping on Google and then also like to help me with my homework and stuff.
Yeah, for a lot of us, it's kind of hard to imagine a world without search engines. But along with all that useful information, entertainment, recipes, and the name of that one annoyingly catchy song you heard at the shops but couldn't memorize all the lyrics to, there's also some stuff that you probably shouldn't be seeing.
Just like, there's sometimes weird ads and stuff.
Just like naked people, I'm not gonna lie. It's like everything's out there, which is
Too much exposure.
too much exposure, yeah.
It's been a lot of inappropriate things sometimes.
That's why from December, search engines run by companies like Google and Microsoft will have to check the ages of anyone who logs in. It's among a whole heap of changes being introduced under the Online Safety Act.
Very few of these technologies and platforms were created with children in mind or with safety as a primary goal.
If you're under 18, search results will filter out things that are inappropriate, like gambling, violence, or other stuff that's not meant for kids. And the e-safety commissioners making the industry itself come up with the solutions. So how exactly are they going to guess your age? Well, the government has given them a few options. For example, they might check other forms of ID, like credit cards or licenses. They might get your parents to give permission. They might rely on other platforms that have already checked your age. Or they might use technology that uses your face to guess your age. But as these guys found out recently when they tried out some face scanning software, it doesn't always work.
I'm getting, 23, upwards of 23.
I just scrunched my face up and looked all angry like this. And the thing gave me 41 years old.
Went from 15 to 40 to 13. Getting younger by the minute.
These are the type of things tech companies will use to check your age once the government social media ban comes into effect later this year. So the clock's ticking to figure out what works. Although some people think nothing will be totally effective.
But at the end of the day, where there's a will, there's a way. People can definitely still access this content by not logging into an account. They could also use a VPN to get around it by pretending to not be in Australia, for example.
There are also some concerns that these new rules will risk people's privacy. Companies will need to store all that data, and that can make them a target for cyber attacks. And some people think it's more important to teach young people how to use the internet responsibly, instead of shielding them from parts of it. So, what do you think?
There's some things that are on the internet that people my age shouldn't like really see, and I think that age verification is a good way to stop that.
I know kids that don't really use it for what they're really meant to. So yeah, I think the filtering should happen.
As a child, I grew up and I could choose what I was exposed to a certain degree, whereas now that choice is taken away. So yeah, I think it's important.
It's really hard to shelter anyone from what the world is.
Education and educating your child is the main thing, but also those restrictions being put in place is definitely like a good add-on to that.